Locals podcast. We in the building. And my man Keith Thurman is back. Keith Thurman is putting out his hit list according to boxing's _most_wanted on Instagram. Go follow them. Keith Thurman has put out his hit list, and that consists of Mannie Pacquiao, Errol Spence, and Terrence Crawford. My son is not feeling it, but shit. I mean, I'm gonna say this about Keith Thurman. Watching Keith Thurman for years, I feel like he's ever since the shoulder injury and all that, taking a year off. I feel like he's lost a lot of pop behind his punches, and I feel like he's become more of a generic boxer in a sense. I mean, injuries happen in sports, but I really do believe this injury has really taken away from him. He was as a knockout artist at one point, and I haven't seen that in a long time. He's pretty much struggled. Lost to the split decision to Mannie Pacquiao. I thought it was a pretty decent fight. I thought he was pretty good. But, to me, and this is just me saying that, I think Mannie Pacquiao is to be had right now. I think he's an older fighter. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that a 41-year-old fighter should be beating, my man Keith Thurman. And I feel like I don't want to see a rematch. Even though it was a split decision, I thought it was a decent fight. I would like to see what would happen versus him versus Errol Spence, especially Errol Spence coming back after that, that car crash, shit turning over and all that. I'd like to see that. If I had to pick out of the three, I'd like to see that Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence, just to at least see where Errol is mentally and physically. Bud Crawford, I kind of want to see Bud versus Mannie. I kind of want, and I think, I respect Mannie Pacquiao as a Hall of Fame. I think he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. But I feel like it may be time, and I feel like Bud Crawford needs that profile lift right now. And I'd like to see maybe Bud versus Mannie. Now, I love the list. I think it's pretty dope. I want to see what Keith can do, but I really do think that that injury has really taken a lot away from him in terms of being confident, and the fact that I don't know if he has one-punch knockout power anymore. I could be wrong. I might be full of shit right now, but I just believe that Keith Thurman has not been the same fighter in a long time, and I want to see fights. I definitely love the fact that his hit list is not a bunch of guys that we don't know and things of that nature. And I want to see Bud get some big fights. I want to see Errol Spence get in the ring against some bigger names outside of Sean Porter. And Bud fighting Amir Khan. I'd like to see these guys start going against each other. Boxing is getting pretty interesting right now in terms of that. I think it's out with the old and with the new. That's why I want to see Bud kind of, no offense to Mannie, but I'd like to see him kind of retire Mannie and then go on. But even if he beats Mannie, I don't know if Bud's going to get that type of respect because then people are going to say he's over the hill. What I really would rather see is him versus Errol Spence, which everybody wants to see right now. Even if Danny Garcia, I'll take any of those matchups right now. But I feel like at 147, just me personally, I feel like these fights not happening is really watering it down. So 2020, hopefully when this shit gets back together, let's get this shit rocking. Like, let's stop bullshitting. Let's make these fights happen for whatever reason, whether it's the promoters, whether it's the fighters ducking and picking fights. Let's make this shit happen. I'm sorry, guys. I got my son in the background. I thought he would fall asleep right now, but he's not. But I apologize. But when you get a chance, tune into Local, LOCO, like Locals Podcast. Subscribe to my channel. Hopefully, y'all rock with me. I'll be interviewing. I have an interview up there right now with Richard Steele. I'm going to interview Nate Campbell and various other fighters up there. And hopefully, when this Corona shit ends, I'll be able to fly out and get as much stuff as possible. But just tune in, subscribe, help a brother out. Let's talk boxing. Let's debate under the comments. I'll respond. On Twitter, I'm at StreetStarNORBE. Let's make it happen. Again, do you want to see these fights, and who do you want to see Keith Thurman fight? Who do you want to see at 147 fight, period? You know what I mean? Let's talk about it.